Hello everyone and welcome back to Stirlingshire Homestead. You are on the square drop camper build. In the last episode we did fiberglass and it is day 4 of that hardening now. It's at the point where you can touch it and it has pretty good water rating. You can see some of the fuzzies, like they're not sticking out because they're covered by the epoxy. We did a really good job epoxying most of this, but there are a couple of spots here that have some bubbles now and again. This side actually turned out pretty good. You can see some of the bubbles that are on there, it's those white spots, but it's okay. That's a project for another day because it's got to dry for 7 days before you can sand it and put another finish coat on it. Right now, the project we did today was we got the galley mostly set. So we've got a countertop in, we've got some supports. Eventually there'll be a sink that will drill into this and a water dispenser. So we'll have a gallon of water down here, or 2 or 3 or whatever we want to fit. And then there'll be a basin here to catch it, and then a sink on the top with a little spout. This will be the spot for our cooler. It's about a 30-inch wide by 18-inch deep space. That's probably about 20 inches high. Same thing for this side. It's the same size. That'll be like canned goods, plates, napkins, forks, whatever. And then this spot up here will also be facing the galley. It's probably going to be the microwave. We might change that out. We might put the microwave down, actually, if it works out better that way. I don't know. The other thing we did today was we got the air conditioner box situated. And the idea was to not let all the heat run into the galley, because that wouldn't be good. So what we did here, let me hop in this thing. Oh, I don't know if I showed you guys the bed either. Yeah, we're getting that done too. Inside of here, this is where the air conditioner is going to go. So what'll happen is the hole on this side is a 12 by 12 vent. And so the air conditioner is only about 13 inches wide. So in screen of the picture, it's probably from here to here because my hands are like close, you know. So 13-inch wide air conditioner, and it's only 13 inches deep. Excuse me, 13 inches deep, 13 inches tall, and it's 16 inches wide. So it'll fit in here because the box width is 28 inches, and the height up to this piece is 14 and a half. So it'll slot in there. I'll create a faceplate for it, and we'll slide that faceplate up, and we'll screw it here, and we'll screw it here, and it'll make it so that the only thing poking out is the air conditioner portion that is blowing air into the camper. That way the galley doesn't get hot, the hot air gets vented out of there, and hopefully it should all work out. Now you're saying, oh, well, what about the water that happens with an air conditioner? See, I thought about that. Because this is a faceplate, I'm gonna make a piece here that we can pop in and out, and I'm also going to make this bottom section waterproofed. So this whole thing goes all the way to the edge, and I'm going to actually I'm pretty sure I'm going to take some aluminum flashing and build a box for it. So even if it does drip a little bit, it'll sit inside the box, and then hopefully it'll evaporate out when it gets hot. That'll actually help cool the air conditioner too. So that's the scoop. We got a lot done today. We've got a heat warning for the next, I don't know, 5 days in a row. I don't know how much more I'm going to get done on this during that time. Since the teardrop is mostly waterproof now, we've started storing our plywood and things in here rather than covering it up somewhere else because it just makes sense. And we're sort of on the home stretch. Once the exterior stuff is dry, we'll sand it and we'll do a recoat of epoxy on the outside. And then once that's good, windows and doors are going in, and then I'll start working on a galley shortly right after that. And then once the galley hatch is what I'll work on. As soon as that's done and squared away, we'll have to epoxy it, and then it'll be set. So I'm hoping that'll come sooner rather than later, but I have to finish the galley a little bit to know exactly what I'm working with. We'll have to run electrical the next few days. I'll probably do that when it's hot because that's easy to do. It's just drilling some holes and running wire. No offense to electricians, but I don't think it's that crazy hard, especially when it's just one circuit for the whole thing. Yeah, so that's the scoop. We'll see you back here, hopefully, I don't know, a day or two. Maybe I'll get some electrical done with you in this next segment. Okay, yesterday was electrical day, as evidenced by the electrical pieces that are all over the ground. We got all of our boxes in and rough wired. So this is how this is going to work. There will be a plug, just like this. See that? There's a plug. And it's going to run from this box all the way out and through down to the bottom side, right next to where the exterior plug is. You know how like you have a plug on the outside to be able to run lights and everything for the outside of your camper? That's what this is. I'm going to put another one right about here. There'll be the inlet plug. So it'll plug in, and it'll basically be an extension cord where the end of it gets plugged into here, and so I can plug in from that spot to here, and it'll make this a live outlet. So it'll be one live outlet. What I'll do then is I'll take this plug and I'll plug this in to said live outlet, making this outlet live and every other outlet in the camper live. So I can either run on shore power, or if I don't have external power from somewhere, I can plug this into the battery pack and everything will be live. The best part about this is if I plug this into itself, like electricity doesn't come from nowhere. So for sure, it's not going to kill anybody, and this will never, ever, ever be a live cord. So it should work just like an extension cord. So we got a couple of plugs up front. You can see the one on the right and one on the left for above the beds. We've got one up for the fan. We've got, one there for the air conditioner. One there for the other side if we want to put lights or something. One up top for the microwave. And a couple down here. You can see one there and one behind the vacuum for, I don't know, whatever the heck else we want. So we're good to go. Now it's just a matter of waiting for that one electrical cord to get here. It's probably going to be here end of this week. I'll run it, and then I'll probably final wire all this stuff after I fix all this stuff up in the galley. So, thanks for watching us here at Sterling Shire Homestead. That was rough electrical plus galley things, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.